Hello everybody, I'm a broken robot. I hope you all are having a nice day. The late 1930s is classified as not just a turbulent time in American history, but a near decade-spanning depression that encapsulated the majority of American society. Over a quarter of the population was unemployed, and people nationwide were in extreme poverty, barely being able to afford things like food and basic necessities. The Great Depression saw a shift in American art from Art Deco to what we now classify as modern art. One such artist who was shaped by the hardships of the Great Depression was none other than Edward Hooper. Hooper was an American artist of the 20th century and is known for his unique style of realism in paintings. Hooper's paintings often portrayed the themes of isolation and stillness in modern American life. Some of his more modern paintings include wide shots of landscapes with a distinct lack of people. This pattern can be seen in his famous oil painting NightHawks, created in 1942. This painting has become highly regarded and is considered an American cultural icon, being redone in multiple styles over the decades by artists from across the globe. NightHawks is a painting that captures a late-night diner scene and has been subject to numerous interpretations. When viewing the painting, NightHawks provides a realistic interpretation of American life, depicting individuals late at night in a diner in an urban setting. The painting features three customers, a man and a woman seated together while an isolated man sits alone. The patrons of the diner are captured in a moment of apparent contemplative silence. The painting features an expansive window that were popular in New York City restaurants during the mid-1940s. Through this large window, the viewer can see a deserted city street with not even a street lamp or passing car to provide any light or color, besides the gray and black dim light with hints of red overtones. The use of light and shadow in the painting creates an almost calming and peaceful atmosphere, with the diner being the focal point. For NightHawks, Hooper commented in a 1963 interview that he utilized strong contrasts in the painting via his play with use of light and shadow, so the viewer would ignore the city altogether. The interior of the diner stands as the only illuminated and inviting area of the entire painting, while the outside streets are left pitch black as if no one ever wanders through it. The juxtaposition of the solitary individuals to a warm, brightly lit shop emphasizes the themes of loneliness and solitude, which is prominent in many of Hooper's works. NightHawks conveys the feeling of isolation and alienation the modern world has imposed on individuals, even in a social setting. Note that as the three individuals sit in the diner, they all make a point to not focus on one another. Even the diner attendant stares blankly out into the street while a man sits alone staring down at his meal, and the woman blankly stares off into the distance, eager to not look at the man sitting beside her. In addition to Hooper's use of contrast, the use of red in the painting adds to the blending of the loneliness, sadness, and passion that's within this piece. The male patron sitting alone has his elbow raised while his face is buried in his hands, as if he were deep in thought or emotion. The woman next to him turns her face away from the man, perhaps deliberately avoiding contact as mentioned earlier. Hooper's use of this subtle red color might suggest tension or conflict between the characters in this painting. Enhancing the meaning and theme of the painting and the use of the shades of red has been interpreted in multiple ways. NightHawks, with its realistic urban setting and portrayal of people's psychological states, represents a microcosm of modern society in the big city, with its themes of loneliness and isolation and human connection. Hooper's work encapsulates a snapshot of American life in the early 1940s, a transitional period marked by the after effects of the Great Depression and the current effects of World War II, as well as the rapid growth of urbanization. In such a historical channel, Hooper's paintings stand out as an island of observation, depicting emotions and the lived-in human experience in both melancholic and beautiful ways. Overall, as an art admirer, NightHawks is a highly regarded work of art that comes to represent American culture in the 20th century. The painting provides a unique interpretation of American life that encapsulates themes of sadness, isolation, and the human psyche. Hooper's distinct style of realism brings life to paintings as he artfully captures details that enhance the message he intended to convey. The inclusion of blank streets as a contrast to be ignored by the viewer is both a unique and bold use of color work. The painting remains as an essential contribution to American art, one that will continue to be appreciated for generations to come. If you'd like to see more art showcase and analysis, leave a like down below. Comment down below any of your favorite art pieces or artworks that you'd like to see featured on Robotic Art. Leave a comment down below on your personal feelings for the painting NightHawks. And with that being said, I hope you all have a great day and stay safe.